evening. Crazy Not Crazy here. Episode 36.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
We're back.
We're back with more smart stuff that you guys probably already know, but we think it's new to everybody. So
Yeah, for some people
Well,
might not know.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Laura didn't know.
yeah.
I did not know. I got confused. I was flustered in
Well,
the
you were
last
choking.
episode.
So it's scary.
Yeah.
You're thinking straight, you know.
She was scared.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a scary moment for anybody that.
So are you gonna next time you're in a panic situation and you're choking, are you gonna remember to do it?
Well, I got confused because I was fine, but then Billy Joe was like, "Put your hands here," and I'm just like, "Okay."
Well,
Now I don't even know what to do. Like,
but you didn't make her mad, so it wasn't like we're gonna choke you.
Yeah.
So like the abuse that goes on here on set, on our set, you know. So, but no, I mean that. I'm surprised you went the opposite with if I'm not choking, I'm gonna do this because that is like a weird way of thinking.
Yeah, no, I know. Like, I know, like, when you're choking like this, but I was just fine, and it was just, I don't even know, I got confused.
Yeah, it was
confusing. It was a confusing moment. If you're choking for real, like, do that.
confusing.
And we also told everybody, because, like, I mean, everybody's mother a few times in your lifetime has been told when you're like coughing, choking, put your hands in the air.
Right.
And we told you guys that we would find out about that for you. And we did. Billy Joe's going to fill you in about putting your
In
hands
case
up.
any of you don't know what you're supposed to do if you can't breathe.
You laugh, but we thought it was for choking. Here she's choking, and I'm patting her on the back and telling her to put her hands up. But it's for when you
when you're having difficulty breathing, put your arms up.
right.
So yeah.
So do you remember I said something about it opens your airways?
Yes.
So
yeah.
it must do something like that. Like
Right,
if you put
kind
your
of,
hands up, it must make you breathe easier.
It mean, it probably can't hurt when you're choking.
But
Yeah.
someone had said, it's like when you exercise too much and you're having a hard time breathing, put your
Right.
hands up.
Right.
And I got a little offended, like they talking about me. Like maybe that's why people always tell me to put my hands up. But I don't really exercise much, so I knew it wasn't me, you know. So I was like, I'm good with that. I just can't breathe, so I guess that's why it's like it's something
Be
that
walking around all the time.
Hey Kim, how's it going? Good. How are you?
Great. I'm breathing great.
You can't hear that wheeze, can you?
Put your hands down. Hear it? Hear the wheeze?
Yeah.
Don't hear
Once
the
I
wheeze.
come past my lungs, like once I get down
Hear
here, it's
the
like
wheeze?
listen. No.
See, perfect example on how that helps.
Yeah, I think they
Perfect.
did say when you looked it up that for choking though, they didn't find that it really helps that much.
No, it's more for difficulty breathing.
For difficulty breathing.
So choking is this.
Like after you're done running your marathon, Kim, when you're tired, I know you're not really that tired because you're
I'm so
athletic.
pumped up,
You're
like especially after the 10K, I'm like, where's another 10?
some more.
And then I always wonder though, now it makes sense why everybody around me is doing this, you know, and I'm like still jogging in place,
Well,
like,
it's
are
'cause
we
you're in
ready?
better shape.
Yeah. But now that I know that if people see me, like I'm gonna start a new thing and just walk around and just like I'm gonna go to next time I go to the ocean, I'm just gonna do this.
People are gonna be like, okay.
They're gonna be like, yeah, she's on drugs.
They're gonna think you're one of those people.
One of those people.
They're gonna be like, that's sad. She's on drugs. I feel bad for her. Like
Someone
look at
should
her
go high
family.
five her.
Look at her family and friends just
I
laughing.
know. Well, that happens a lot to me with you guys, so we're not gonna go there.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
No.
But yeah, and the universal sign of a heart attack is clutching. Like we were talking, I don't know if you need to be like, oh, you know, like, I was demonstrating.
I'm pretty sure, like I
think that
said,
means you're what, a gorilla or something? You're the
Yes.
king of the
I'm
king of the
king.
jungle. You can be queen of the jungle. Tarzan and Jane,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
whatever.
1 minute for your heart attack.
I don't even know if you'd have enough strength if you're having a heart attack to be like, Oh, you know, like,
Sure.
well, how would you do it? You'd be like, I'm having a heart attack, you know? See, that's how much in shape I am. It just hurt my chest, so I gotta put my hands up. I'm having a hard time
Breathe,
breathing.
Sam, breathe.
Breathe through it. Breathe through it.
Are you okay? Do you need
So it's like,
CPR?
No.
Yeah, it's either this, or this.
If you see me doing any of, like, well, okay, so if you do, just saying, like, after I'm done running that marathon, you know, and I just say, boy, I might wheeze a little bit, I'm going to put my hands up.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Come over and give me CPR?
No, I'm gonna wait a minute. If you start turning blue, I'm gonna give you CPR.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So this is, putting your hands up is just for you to feel better, like,
Yes.
Okay.
So
good.
she watching. That's all the person's doing.
okay, so that doesn't mean someone's going to come over to me and be like,
No.
ma'am, are you all set?
Yeah. Or just like kicking gear and stop doing
Drop me
it.
to
You
the
know?
ground, like, drop me to the
Slam,
floor.
you're getting CPR.
You're getting it, girl.
You're laying there like, do I like this or not?
I'm like, oh, no wonder why people do this. Oh my gosh.
It was
Yeah,
sick.
so there you go. So choking, heart attack.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, just one.
Did anybody here for a heart attack? If you think you're having a heart attack, to like cough. Have you ever heard
No,
that?
but I did hear
And,
take
like,
a baby aspirin
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
They say to take that like.
or bear aspirin or something like that.
Yeah, it's the baby aspirin.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard that.
So
the
cough?
I heard like if you like cough really hard, like you try and cough it like hard like you can, like cough.
Get your heart pumping again.
I guess maybe like I seen somebody do it when a place where I used to work. There was somebody who thought they were having a heart attack, and the owner of the company came out, and she was like, of course they called 911, and the ambulance was coming, but she was like had him like sitting there and like had him like put his head between his knees, and she was telling him to cough really like hard and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I have never,
you
I
never
have
heard
not,
that?
but that's good
Yeah.
to know. If I'm
Yeah.
having a
Well,
heart attack, I'm gonna
Yeah, just
cough.
cough it out.
I'm
That
gonna
falls-
cough it out.
Yeah,
man.
that
Put my
falls
hands up.
into like our last episode. Don't take our word
Still
for
call
on our health
911
tips.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
911
Yeah,
is
don't
always
do
like
this.
highly recommended. Like when in doubt, just call 911.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know
mean,
if I mentioned this, but when we went,
when in
I,
doubt, cough it out, right?
oh, that's a good one. When in doubt, cough it out. Yes.
Yes.
I will try that though if I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah,
just
just
to
try
see.
coughing.
Because it
You
kind
know,
of
it
makes
won't
sense
hurt.
though, you know, because if you got a plug or something that like,
Yeah.
you know, like
Might cough that plug out though.
it might.
Don't listen. Well, somewhat listen to us, but don't really. Would just have
See,
kind of
I
fun
would
with
probably
us.
get CPR a lot if I like do any activities. Even like, even going to Texas, sitting in the vehicle, which it was hot. We rode to Texas, so I mean
Kim's
we
like, I
drove.
almost had-
No, it was so hot, and Marissa did not have AC in her
Ah.
vehicle,
yeah.
so we were stuck in traffic for like 4 hours. You know,
Oh.
we finally pull off, and I go in the store, and I'm coming out of the store, and a state trooper says, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And I got scared because I was like, "Oh my God, why?" And I'm
You
like,
saw me
"Yes."
steal that thing. No.
No, like I was coming out of the store, you know, and he's like, "Are you sure you're okay? You don't need assistance?" And I'm like, "No."
Well, you're like, if I do look that bad.
No, I didn't even think it was my looks, you know, because I felt fine, you know. But so I'm walking out, Mercer, and you
Kim's
know,
like stranger danger.
with a
She's
with
like,
a state
yeah.
with a state trooper, you know. But I was just like, well, no, I didn't think they were gonna like do anything. But I was thinking, is something wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Like, do you sense something? Am I in danger? Do I need help? Like, what's the sign
You're
for
like,
that?
wait a minute,
You know?
Do I need help? I don't know.
So I go back to the car, and Mercer and, you know, Kirsty are laughing, and I'm like, what's going on? And I go, did you guys see that? She goes, yeah, Mom. Your face is purple. And I'm like, it is? She's like, yes, your face is purple. You need to get some water. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we had a couple more hours of driving, right? We get to the hotel. I walk
You
in.
drove a couple more hours after being purple. Did you drive?
Well, no, at this time Marissa was driving, but I was driving during the 4 hour freaking traffic jam. And I'm telling you, the reason probably my face was
You could
purple.
put your hands up in the air if you were in a traffic jam,
She
Kim.
didn't know that.
I didn't know. I just learned that, you
I
know.
just taught her that.
Yeah.
But I knew I was hot, but I didn't know I was overheating like that. Like, but that's kind of normal for me too, though. I don't know if purple is, but you know.
Yeah, that's really overheated.
I've known you for a long
yeah.
time. I've never seen you purple.
But you
so.
see how red my face gets? So like
Yeah.
like it gets really red, and so then we get to the hotel and we walk in, and I'm still feeling okay, you know. And the guy says, "Can I get you a water?" And I was like, "No, I'm all set." He goes, "No, really, I don't mind." He says, "Do you want it's nice cold water?" And I was like, "Okay."
Why am I still purple?
And I looked at Marissa and she's like, "Mom, you have to cool down." And I'm like, "I feel fine though," but I was internally
just
hot. I
overheated.
guess I was,
Yeah.
and I just needed some AC. You know, I just needed to
Yeah.
relax. It was
And
like
they
Put
probably
your
like,
face on cold floors.
yeah, they
Jump
probably
in a
see a
cool
lot of
shower.
tourists come having heat stroke. Like they're like,
Yeah.
Well, and he
you
did
know?
tell me, he said the air down here is a little bit different than in Maine.
Yeah.
And I go, well, the funny thing is like, I've been hearing that through the whole state, right?
Yeah.
And I don't understand it because you're saying it's drier down here, but I'm sweating my ass off. I'm freaking purple. Like, I don't understand. Like, I think it's worse down here than it
Yeah.
is there.
Well, probably also just being in the car with no circulating air.
I will tell you, it felt like a greenhouse.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in a greenhouse. I was like, shit's fucking growing.
growing.
You know,
Yeah.
like, this is not good.
You're like, I'm growing shit where shit shouldn't be growing.
Marissa's napping out back, like she's loving life, you know, and I'm sitting there like just sitting
Like,
there
I'm
melting.
turning purple, growing shit.
But I didn't even know that I was like that
These
color.
assholes sleeping.
They're all napping, like life is great, you know, little twigs, and I'm like in the middle of a hot flash, like what is happening? I'm freaking melting. But you know
That's
what?
awesome.
So that was my experience.
Well, it's
That
not
like
awesome,
people
that's
were like asking me if I needed help, and I didn't
Yeah,
even know I
strangers
did.
were
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Are you okay?
But and then it made me wonder, like, because I was in the store, I'm like, I wonder why they were all looking at
you
me.
guys for a while.
I know. I don't
Especially
even
if
know.
You drove off.
No, I didn't at that point. We were switching over at that point
Oh,
because
that's good.
Marissa was filling up. She was taking over, and I jumped in the back seat, and I was just like,
You probably watched you to make sure you weren't driving though, because you probably would have been like,
You
no,
probably would have pulled her over.
No, the window was already down.
Yeah.
probably.
the windows were already down. Yeah, all the windows were down. It was crazy. But you know, the good thing for her was when I left and flew home,
Yeah.
her AC started working again. So
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh.
of course.
Are
it
you
did.
serious?
She texted me, I
Sorry,
get home the
wife.
next morning. She's like, oh, Mom, by the way, my AC's working. I'm like, oh, that's great. I got to go to the
My
hospital
God,
and get
I'm just now
an IV
getting
for
my
some
car
fluids.
I just stopped looking like a grape this morning. So
Yeah.
that's cool. I'm glad
But
you
it
did
freaked me
that.
out, though, you know, because I was just like,
Yeah.
why are
Especially
you
when people
asking
are
me
like-
if I'm okay? Like,
Yeah.
that's a bad sign. Am I going to drop dead? Or it's like, am I going to get trafficked and somebody hiding around the corner?
Oh, speaking of bad signs, I had a bad sign happen to me last week.
Oh, no.
And I'll start out with like, I know we talk a lot about bugs, and we're all like in agreement we hate bugs,
Right.
but I do happen to like dragonflies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And I don't even mind like if a dragon.
they eat the bugs. Though.
Yeah.
They eat a lot of bugs.
They
so.
And aren't they like
And
good
they're
luck or
beautiful.
something?
Yeah, if they land on you, they say it's good
It's
luck.
good
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah.
They're so pretty, and
Yeah.
if a dragonfly actually lands on me, I will let it sit and hang out with me.
Yeah.
Do they
'Cause-
land on you a lot?
No, but if you do, you're lucky. Like I've
No,
had
right.
them.
I've
yeah.
never had one. Well, probably because
Yeah.
I
Yeah, you
A lot of times
probably
at
you
the
would
beach, you don't
freak
have
out,
them.
Kim. Like,
I don't let it.
but I don't mind a dragonfly.
Especially
I
if they
even have a
start flapping
tattoo
their
of a
wings, I can
dragon.
see Kim
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even have a tattoo of a dragonfly. So not only like did
She
you
can't
hear
share
that
it,
they're
though. No, just kidding.
that they're lucky, but then people have also said like it's a loved one coming
Yeah,
to see
I
you.
did
Yes,
hear that
yeah.
too.
So like anytime like I like get a dragonfly or see one, like it always just makes me
Yeah.
think of my grandmother, you know.
Aw.
So
I think
yeah.
we
which
say
is
the same thing
cool.
about butterflies
And
too.
yeah,
Butterflies, yeah.
there's all kinds of things that people, it's like a superstitious
Right.
thing or
It's
whatever.
you believe. Yeah.
So that's what I believe, and I like dragonflies. So that being
I like
said,
houseflies. No, I'm kidding.
This housefly loves us because it will not go away.
they
I'm telling
love
you.
me, but I don't love them. So I was in the living room the other night and I walked out to my kitchen, and in the middle of the kitchen floor was a big dead dragonfly.
Oh.
In my heart, I just felt filled with like doom. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die or something bad's going to happen. Because like,
That is a bad sign.
this is like something I love so much. And I'm like, there's a dead dragonfly in the middle of
that
the
is
kitchen
sad.
floor.
Yeah.
And I was like instantly like, oh, you
You
know.
think Gypsy got it or something? Maybe.
I think probably Stevie did.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's more up her
Yeah,
alley.
Stevie.
She's like, she's a wicked skittish cat. So, I mean, I think she goes out and chases bugs and that's it. So,
Yeah.
I think Stevie, like, might have brought me home a present. And that's what made me feel like a
She's
little
trying to be
better
nice.
because I'm
She's
like,
oh, Mommy, I know
she
you
does
like
love me,
dragonflies.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I had like just a minute of like, total
Sadness.
dread
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I was like, "Ooh, this is a bad sign." Like
Yeah.
something that's supposed to be
Did
lucky
you knock
is
on wood after that?
no, I didn't
'Cause
think
that's
so. I
supposed to be a
just
good
like
sign, right?
to
Yeah,
reverse the
sister,
bad
yeah.
luck maybe because it was
Throw
just
some salt over
instantly.
it.
Yeah, like we know what. Yeah, throw
Yeah.
salt
Yeah.
over your shoulder.
I should have.
Yes.
I didn't even think to do anything to counteract that. You know,
Yeah.
I was just instantly like, oh,
Well, nothing bad has
something
happened
bad
yet.
is gonna
So
happen.
when you
you
go
know.
home, knock on wood,
Yeah.
throw the salt over. Oh, I might have some.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get you
Knock on wood.
situated.
Who the hell- we don't even have any wood around
I
here.
know.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're
This-
screwed,
Like,
Laura.
yeah.
You'll pop my purple head.
Oh my gosh, that's
So,
too funny.
Nope,
So-
there's no wood, Laura. We'll get you situated though. But
All
that is
right.
that is a sad story because dragonflies. Are
Well, it is,
beautiful.
yeah, because it's just something that like you associate with like luck and love
Right,
and
not
everything.
that.
Like
Yeah.
something that's supposed to be lucky is dead on my kitchen floor. That's,
Well, that's
not
because you
You're
got
like,
lucky.
what
wait.
does this mean?
That's
You know?
because she's
Does
got
that
a
mean
black
I'm not
cat
gonna
that
win?
dragged the
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
thing in.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
That
Yeah,
means
cat.
I'm not going to win the Mega Millions
Superstitious,
this
right?
week. You know,
Maybe you will.
Yeah.
Maybe it's gonna be the
see,
opposite.
lucky
here.
Friday the 13th, Laura.
Oh.
It's not Friday the 13th, but I'm
No.
just saying
I
like
was
the
gonna say, it
superstitious
is?
thing.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, today's
No.
21st.
I know. It's like, oh man, I
This
lost
is the
half
math
of
and I heard for a second
August.
there.
That
But
scared
you know
me
the
for a
superstitious
second.
stuff, like if it's something, like if it's supposed to be a bad thing, maybe good will happen. You know.
Yeah.
I
So.
don't know.
But that was it. I like dragonflies, and that was sad. And I'm over it.
Should have
Like
tried doing CPR or
it's
something.
on the dragonfly. If only this episode could have happened before then.
So
I
Billy
would've
Joe, like what?
known what to do.
So okay, so speaking of seats, sorry about your dragonfly.
That's
sorry.
okay. Thank you.
But the CPR. So if somebody is choking, what would you have done to Laura if she was choking?
Well, the first thing you want to do is just make sure everything, well, this is kind of corny, it's the steps of it, but make sure everything's safe. So I'd make sure everything's safe around Laura. I really would not probably do that. I'd probably just go
She
right
wouldn't.
into full mode. Right?
She wouldn't.
Yeah.
Slam you on the table
Yeah.
and start doing CPR. I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't be like, is everybody okay? And,
Yeah.
you know, but you're supposed to be like, are you okay? And then if you're not, then you start, you check for, have somebody call 911, and then I would start doing CPR.
Well,
So.
I feel
But
like in
I
good
would just
hands.
jump in.
Yes, I
Yeah.
feel like safe when I'm around you, man.
I
she
think
knows
she'd
what
get
to
more
do.
confused than you would because she'd be like, "Are you okay?" Because you'd be going like
Yeah,
this,
you'd
right?
be like, and I'm like, shit, she's choking still.
And you'd be like, "Are you okay?" She'd be like, "Yeah."
And
Are you
she's
sure?
doing this shit. No.
I'd be in the corner doing that. Yeah, that's me.
Kids
Like,
on it, I'm like, listen, you two, I can't freaking save both of you.
yeah, Laura's over there. Yep, I'm fine, and I'm over there. Oh!
And I'm over here like,
She'll just throw her hands up like, yeah, whatever. Well, I'm glad like your CPR course was wonderful. It was great. Thank you. We
I
appreciate
know, it's
it.
very, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
But
to
it is a
know.
good thing to know, though, CPR.
So I remember, like, this is kind of like probably what I would do for CPR if you're alone, right? So if you're alone,
Yes.
it's probably not the best advice, but I'm going to give it. So when I was younger, I was laying on the couch watching TV and I had my watch in my hand and I was just had it in my mouth, just playing around with it. I don't know why. Like I was just kind of chomping on it. Like no, I was young. And for some reason I was chomping on it, you know, like and maybe I was like trying to get it to go back together or something because I was biting on it, you know. And Do you know what? Like
Cartoons.
something they start coming apart or something like that. So there's probably a metal piece on it, and I know it was no expensive watch, so it's probably a piece of shit. You know,
Yeah.
obviously. So I'm chomping on it.
It's her
And-
teething ring.
We never know back
At
then.
14 years old, right? Hey, you know. So all of a sudden, like a part of the clip came off, and I swallowed it, and it was stuck here, and I'm choking.
Oh shit.
And nobody, I can't say nobody was home, but my parents
But
weren't
nobody
there.
cared.
Family members were there.
That was all your
My
brothers
brothers and sisters were all
This
there.
is like, you're
That's a
fine.
whole fend for yourself in that situation.
It is true though, because they were home, right? And I did do this because I was choking, and I think that's your first instinct,
Yeah,
like,
well,
ugh,
he said he was,
you know?
you're like, you can't breathe from there.
right. So
yeah.
I ended up like I flew off the couch, and I'm like, you know.
And everybody's like, oh.
Nobody's paying attention to me. So I'm panicking, and I put my head down, and I start running while I ran into the wall. And that fucking piece came out of my mouth, and I was like,
Head first,
Did you hit your head?
like
yeah,
how
I
did
hit my
you?
head. Like my head was down for some reason. I'm panicking. I was probably trying to cough it out or something, you know. That's the heart attack thing. That's why it wasn't
Just
working.
headbutt shit. And you'll call
I
it out.
ran into the wall, and that freaking thing came out, and I was like, I almost died. Nobody cared, you know.
And your
My
brothers and sisters
parents
are
come
like-
home, and I was telling them about it, and they're like, nobody helped her. You didn't help your sister. They're like, oh, I don't know, you know.
We thought she was kidding.
But I'm telling you, I hit my head, like right on the top of my head, because I just took off running, ran into the wall in a panic. So there's a couple lessons
probably
here.
like a
Don't
deranged
chew
ape.
on anything like that. Like, you know, get like soft teething rings, maybe. I don't know. And keep your eyes up. But I don't know. It worked in my favor.
Yeah, well,
you
you're
know?
supposed to, if you're alone and you choke, you can get a chair and slam right here, like where you would normally, like somebody would do the thrusts. You can do it to yourself on a chair, or really anything that's hard, even a table. You can slam yourself right into
Yeah,
the
I've
table.
heard that.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody say
No, I've never
like,
heard of headbutting.
put, like
I'm
drive,
telling you, it
do a
works
head,
for me.
head
It worked.
drive
Not that I'm
into the
gonna
wall.
recommend people to headbutt shit, you know. But I mean,
Well,
back
no,
then
do
that
run,
worked for me.
run as fast as you can.
Back then, shit was
Maybe it's
different.
like a little like something wrong up there. I
No,
don't know.
Back then, shit was different, right? I mean, even
That's
to-
when like nobody cared about concussions either.
Well,
like,
we are
you're-
that generation where your
Yeah.
parents like figure it out, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
probably
remember
ain't
getting
gonna
a
do
bad
CPR on
concussion.
you.
Me and my cousin ran in our bikes into each other in our parking lot where we used to live, and my aunt was babysitting us, and I like passed out, like I blacked out. That's how hard we hit. And I remember
Holy
waking
crap.
up on the couch, and she was just sitting over on drinking a beer in the chair.
oh, you're awake?
But I think she was drinking beer while I was passed out.
Oh
But
man.
that's just, I mean, and I woke up and we went back outside and
Nothing she could do about it. You're resting. She's
I
gonna
think
make
my
sure
mom
you're
was
all
like
set.
upset and stuff when she got home, like, what the hell, but yeah, my aunt was
She's
just
fine.
Yeah,
We
man,
were
it's like
fine.
she's breathing, she ain't
Yeah.
blue, she ain't purple, she's fine.
Yeah.
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 The crazy shit we
But
did.
yeah,
But,
that's
yeah.
just how it was when you were young.
So that was my choking
funny.
experience. But I will tell you, I automatically was like, oh, like
Yeah.
I'm choking.
Yeah.
You know, you're
you
gonna be around
automatically do
people
that.
who are paying attention and notice, though. Hopefully, because like
Well, they were
You
all
know,
just around
they were
my
just
age
kids
anyways,
too,
and
you
they're
know,
get out
like-
of the way. The TV show's on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
You know how many
Yeah.
times I've done the finger scoop of my kids? Oh my god. I don't even know how many times I've helped them with choking on stuff by doing
Really?
the finger scoop. Yes.
oh,
my
I'm
kids
just
have
really
never
good.
choked
Yes, yeah.
that I know of.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean,
Yeah, and it wasn't like on objects. It was like when they just
wasn't on objects. Like you can.
Yeah. It wasn't like
They were
on
smarter than
watches.
you, and they kept their
they weren't-
freaking
they weren't
objects
eating
out of their
watches
mouth.
and shit. But yeah, even Rusty, I had to a couple times help
Yeah.
him because he choked. Yeah, but so
You know, I shouldn't
Yeah.
say that because my kids probably did, and I was just probably like, still, you know.
I was just gonna say
Yeah,
the
that's
one
probably
time
what
I
it was.
remember Chelsea choking. I was just glad my ex-husband was there at the time, and I just like threw her at him, and I'm like, "Fix her," you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did choke because I do
mean,
remember
yeah.
him putting them like for babies. You just kind of like can put them like that and whack the back of
Right.
their chest. So
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so
Oh boy,
you
how
guys
do we get how
done-
things get like spun on
Yeah,
as we get
I
talking.
mean, I hope we got some good safety ideas from us. you
Don't
know
run into
what
the
I mean?
wall and go put things in your mouth. My
Yeah.
experience.
You know.
Don't do what we do.
We'll help you. You know, you just do what you can do. Help somebody out,
Help
fix
self
them,
out, yeah.
help yourself.
Yeah, help
whatever.
yourself by knowing some of the signs we just showed you and talked about. So
If you have any good tips you want to share with us about safety, let us know.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
if you turn purple, get water. Drink water.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
definitely.
when you don't know it,
Right, 'cause
like
I didn't even know I was purple.
I didn't, it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
That's too funny. But yeah.
So, yeah,
So that
we'll
was
see
fun.
everybody for
Yeah.
episode 37
All right.
next week, guys.
Bye. Have a good night.
Have a good night,
Bye.
everybody.